AI for ROI in 3 steps. I'm Abigail Merrill. As you said, I'm the founder of GrowthUP Partners. Been in the industry now for 15 years, focused on revenue operations, and I've had the pleasure of working with a lot of different types of organizations, from small startups to enterprise in typically highly regulated industries. So you may have heard on a headline that 95% of all AI pilots fail. But what you might not have dug into and read is that those were never pilots at all. Because a true pilot needs to have a goal tied to a business outcome, needs to have a finalized start date and end date, and you need to be able to say what works and what didn't. And so, what that report was really a great example of is that 95% are dabbling with AI right now. And the ones that are in the 5% are being able to do something that the rest of us haven't been able to figure out, right? And so, that's what that report was really flashing. And as recent as a report last month, Deloitte has said that even though the daily usage is up 17% year over year, usage does not equal effectiveness and integrating it effectively within your organization. And what we're seeing is that if you're not integrating it, aligning it with business problem, then you can even expect to see 0% ROI. And we know that the AI is not the problem. It's everywhere, right? We have these amazing PhD level tools in our pockets, but there's a breakdown between AI usage and everyone having access to actually integrate it in a way that's going to lead to business outcomes. So people are experimenting and dabbling in silos in the organization. They're not communicating. We have no baseline metrics. Nobody is deciding what to gain from using these new tools. We have too many choices out there. We have missing workflow, not being able to finalize and make a strategic plan. No accountable owners, no humans in the loop. So what's legal going to do? They're going to shut anything down as quickly as it pops in their inbox, right? So the real issue is not usage. We have it. We know that's up. The issue is that integration. And that's what that secret sauce is. And so I was pulled in, I guess 2024 at this point, to work with a pharmaceutical global manufacturing company. And they wanted me to get their sales team a brand new CRM, the fanciest AI enabled on the market, something called Salesforce Agentforce, right? And $120 a license for over 20,000 people. And it became quickly apparent within that first meeting that their goal of wanting to increase sales was never going to be achieved with dirty data, which is data that has a lot of gaps. It's all over the place. Different people and different licenses have different things all over the place. There wasn't alignment on the sales, on how they're actually selling their products. There was no consistency there. And then, of course, the worst is that they could not decide on a goal. Saying we want to increase sales, that's kind of lofty. There's no numbers. There's nothing finite. Then they gave me a 12 to 18 month timeline. We know from digital transformation, if you've ever been in a large company where they have you learn a new tool, a new system, they give you these long timelines and runways to get that done. But we've learned in the last 3 years of having ChatGPT in our pockets, things are not moving at 12 to 18 month timelines, right? We're getting brand new models in our inbox every single week. So how are we having these large companies, they're still trying to use these outdated integration timelines, not at the speed of AI. So I created an AI for ROI framework. And it's built on Deloitte, McKinsey, if you're familiar with the big consulting firms, those business acumen level foundational frameworks. But then we have an international standard of organizations of safety and governance right up top, because there is a lot of risk that can come in with any new tool, but AI specifically. And then we also have it paired with agile methodology. If you're familiar with how, if we're all maybe in startups, how quickly we have to work, how we need to see what works and what fails and move on and just keep iterating and moving forward. Then I also have it paired with how people are actually working with AI. Their hesitations, the fear, how they're handling it within a management level of you have resistance on the team. So that whole framework, all of the human elements, and is unlike any other digital transformation we've ever experienced in the past. And this framework is in 3 steps. And this works for if you're at a small business and you're just trying to figure out a way to do more with less, all the way to enterprise teams. And I work with a lot of sales teams specifically. So phase 1 is going to be align. This is where, as I said in the very beginning, this is what the 5% are doing. They're aligning business goals. At the very beginning, having a SMART goal in mind. So if you're familiar with SMART, it's specific, measurable, A is attainable, R is relative, and T is time sensitive. So we're making sure that we are running these iterative tests with a start date and end date. And we're going to look for those friction points within our organization. We're not starting, notice how I haven't even said the word tool yet. We haven't even talked tools. So that company that wanted to start with a tool, here's the tool that's going to fix all their problems. It's an AI tool. No, that's not going to work because all of the issues, all of the actual process and the people issues, that needs to be aligned first. Then we're going to move to the integration phase. We're going to look at the tools and AI features that are already embedded within our tool already, right? We're getting notifications every day. Hey, look what Google Meet can do for you now. Zoom can record has an AI note taker. Now Siri has ChatGPT built into it. We're getting these brand new features added. So most of the time, if you're looking for a new AI tool to solve your friction point, you probably already paid for the software. So that's why this is really critical, especially for my small businesses that I work with, budget conscientious folks. We're all should be that way right now in the large enterprises. But let's start with what we already have, align it with a friction point. We're going to create a whole workflow and easy. Here's where the checkpoints are. Here's where the humans are going to be in the loop. We're looking at the risk. We're looking at what this could possibly expose for our brand. Some of my companies, if they're small, they're able to do phase 1 and 2 in as little as a workshop in the afternoon. Then we're going to run it for 14 to 30 days. We're not allowed to touch anything. We're not allowed to make any changes in the interim. And phase 3, and this is where this human element really comes in and what makes you unique to AI that all startups know is that we need to see what's worked, what didn't work, so we don't accidentally repeat ourselves and make the same mistake or spend the same money. And creating a culture of sharing and iterating. We all love the startup energy. It's because we're constantly sharing ideas and sharing what's worked and what hasn't worked. And creating that culture within your organization creates that psychological safety that is very valuable and integral when it comes to any human tied resistance. And then you're going to repeat it. And it has a fun little spinning. So this is your repeatable path to compounding growth. You're going to continue. And I have multiple clients that can repeat this path 3-4 times in 1 Q1.